Hi everybody. So this week we thought we would do the reflections live and I would speak to you about it instead of writing it. It's easier because then you don't have to read. So last week was just an incredible week. We started off on Monday with some private readings. Private reading sessions are absolutely the pinnacle of what I do. They are so personal and so special, and I kind of cram everything I can get in that 1.5 hour session, and literally whoever is there seems to come through and give the most amazing goosebumpily moment readings. If you ever get the chance to come along and have one, they're absolutely fantastic. Tuesday saw us going down way down south to Essex. Shut up is all I kept on saying when we were down there. And on Tuesday we started off in Crawley and had a spectacular reading. One of the ones that was the highlight of the night for me was when my brother Mike, who is my guide, was very kind of cheeky, and he's just got this new way of doing it. Like, he just says, just literally repeat what I say. You stop getting in the way of your own readings. And he just said to me, mention Ken, not Keith, not Kevin, just Ken. And mentioned the Barbie doll Ken, and that he has a little collection of them, and the parents that passed of the drowning, which I know that there can be a medical drowning and there can also be a physical one. And so I gave literally the message I was supposed to give, and this lady on the front row who happened to come from Airdrie, yes, Airdrie, and her sister was one of the fortunate ones to win one of the cookie jar raffles when we were last at Airdrie. Talk about small world. Here I am in Crawley, there she is in Airdrie, and her brother is Ken. He's still here. He has a collection of Ken dolls, and her mum and dad both passed of respiratory failure and effectively drowned. That's what it said on their medical certificate. So it was the most amazing reading ever. It was pure validation at its finest. Wednesday saw us going to Chelmsford. Fantastic hotel, really love going there, and the night was incredible. I have to say it was one of my favourite nights in Chelmsford that we've had. We've had a number, I think that was possibly our third or fourth visit, and it was just amazing. It was just fluid, the readings just came, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. It was very hot. For those of you that follow me, you know I'm suffering from the menopausal hot sweats, and I was so hot to begin with. I had to literally go outside before I stepped into the function room, and there was a guy stood there having a vapor cigarette to calm his nerves, and we got chatting, and with that his son appeared, and I knew then that I was going to begin with him, and they'd just lost him, he'd just passed, and walked in the room, say a little speech, but he was so eager to talk to his mum and dad, and his brother was there and his sister was there, and it was just, the family had come, never been to anything like this before. They'd come especially to communicate with him. And the beauty of this was that in life he was severely disabled, wheelchair bound, and in spirit, free as a bird, could walk. It was humbling to let him come to me for the communication, to show his parents that he could speak. He was able-bodied. It was just beautiful to see, and gave them such amazing capacity to be able to help heal. And I think that they realised that there wasn't a dry eye in the house. It was really quite something. And then on Thursday we were in Colchester, but before we went to Colchester, went to see this lovely little kind of a new age psychic shop just tucked away in the middle of nowhere. And the lady Jan, she was so lovely, and I bought some of the most amazing things. I bought some new angel cards, and just being in her company for half an hour, it was really uplifting. You find the most amazing things tucked in the middle of nowhere. So that was absolutely lovely on Thursday. And then we did the event at Colchester, and it was just beautiful. It was one reading after the other yet again. It was so uplifting to see so many people in the room, so joined in that moment of grief, when suddenly you do a reading for somebody and you can say something during a reading and it just is the pivotal moment that they know that's it. You just say something and you can see the look on their face, and it's like that light bulb moment of, that's my dad, that's my brother, that's my mum. It was just incredible. And Thursday night was full of validations like that. It was a particularly uplifting VIP session on Thursday. The VIP sessions are the little 20 minutes that we have privately with a few people at the back end of the show, and only a few people then get to see these special moments. But there was a very special moment for a family whose son they'd taken to America to have some cancer treatment for his brain. He had brain cancer, sadly, but unfortunately it didn't work, and it failed, and he passed there. And he came through during the VIP session on Thursday with just such energy. He was 11 years old. It was so tragic, but the fact that he came through and he just loved his it was his mum and his stepdad, and he told his stepdad off for saying that he wasn't his dad. It was just, he said, "You're my dad, you're my dad." It was incredible. So we had a lovely week. This week is very exciting. We're in our home turf this week, so it's nice to be back in Scottish soil. And tonight we are in Scotland, so it's wonderful to be back this week, and hopefully we'll catch you somewhere soon if you come to see us live. Hope you have a wonderful day, whatever it is that you're doing. All the very best. God bless.